The views expressed in this podcast, Champ and Tramp, belong to the host and guest, not the Champ and Tramp podcast itself. It's intended for entertainment information, so please use discretion. We're not responsible for any outcomes resulting from the content discussed.
So many people ask us, why carnivore?
It's simple. Beef protein isolate, whey, and other dairy-based proteins can cause stomach discomfort and bloating, which can literally ruin my day.
Exactly. With carnivore, you don't have to worry about running to the toilet after a shake because it's fast digesting and easy on the stomach.
Not only that, carnivore tastes delicious with 9 different flavors to choose from. Carnivore delivers 23 grams of pure beef protein isolate without any fat, sugar, lactose, or dairy, making it perfect for all athletes looking to take their training to the next level.
That's right. Milk is for babies. Beef builds muscle.
Beef up with carnivore. Let's go.
Real show, here we go. Real show, here we go. You know that it's gotta be that time, so this is what we chant. What keeps on getting them all amped in advance? Come on. You and I rocking out with Iron Man, FE. You get the general's point of view on top of Roger's rants. We're never tapping out, we're putting the most minutes in. You already know what that's about, you know that winners win. Crush whatever's on task, check the podcast. It's the Champ and the Tramp, let the bomb blast.
All right, guys, we got a good one. Everybody knows our guest today, Mr. Frank Catania, Housewives in New Jersey. Everybody loves him. The ladies love him. We love him. His second time on the show. We're neighbors. We're shore neighbors.
That's right.
My man.
We claim him. We claim him now.
That's right.
Down here.
You do. I just driving over here tonight. I said to Roger, I got to be honest with you. Everybody I've met through you, all right, all your friends, everybody you hang out with are just regular people. I said I like them. They're regular people, and that's exactly what
they're.
they're.
Think though, when you and I'll lump Frankie into this, even though he's younger. He's an old soul.
I'm not that much younger.
No, you are. You're a lot younger than me. I'm a lot older than him.
No, you just turned what? 44.
44.
I said that. I called it right. Yeah.
Oh, you're young enough to be my son. Are you serious?
But don't you think, like, when you get our age, especially being the people that we are and of the mindset we are, we're fairly opinionated. We're pretty strong-minded about certain things. You find your tribe. You know what I mean? Like,
yes.
You're not looking for new friends at our age. No. I like people. I'll meet new people, but they're not going to join my inner circle. You know what I mean? I found my inner circle, and they've been my inner circle for a long time. Like all those people you're talking about, like the birthday dinner.
Yes.
With the exception of maybe one, I think we talked about it.
Yes.
I've been friends with all of them for 20 plus years. You know what I mean? So you know who your people are. You know what I mean?
That's true. They're regular guys.
Yeah.
They are. And as you do get older, and I can say that because I'm a lot older than both of you, all right, you just don't give a shit anymore. Yeah. I got to be honest. You don't like it. That's okay. I don't need you around.
Yeah, well, time's too valuable to waste about caring about dumb shit.
100%. 100%. And as you get older, you realize that more and more.
I showed up to so many events and so many things this guy was at. He had no choice but to be my friend. So.
Is that what it was?
Kept showing up.
Frankie, was he a stalker?
He was a stage 5 clinger, right? I call it.
He taught an MMA class, bro. I've never even taken a wrestling class in my life. I showed up.
Did he really?
I was like,
he showed up. He had knee pads on.
That was for after.
Bro, but it's one thing having a stage 5 clinger as opposed to having a 6'3" stage 5 clinger, right? Right? For sure.
Oh shit! That's kind of where your classes start. I mean, you got a legit school now, but you kind of started way back then. How many years ago was that?
Jeez, that was like 2006. I mean, I was in the UFC at the time, wasn't I? Yeah, 2007 then. Yeah.
That's how long you guys known each other?
Yeah, since about 2007, I think, right?
I definitely met you a handful of times before that through like Wuzza and shit, but I officially started stalking you in 2007.
That's all right. Look where it got you.
Exactly.
For sure.
No, I was just always we were talking about football before. I've never my whole life. I mean, I definitely can watch football. I remember watching football with my dad when I was little when I grew up in Maine, people that don't know, and obviously we were Patriots.
They don't have sports in Maine.
Patriots and the Reds. Yeah. They don't have a lot. But,
they don't have any sports, right?
Listen, we were when I grew up in a little town called Cherryfield. The nearest college was University of Maine Orono, which is a good hour and a half ride, and they had a really good hockey team. They always had the Maine Black Bears. And we had season tickets
Black
every year.
Bears. You should have been the White Bears up there.
Exactly.
Anyway, we had season tickets every year. My dad was good friends with Sean Walsh, the coach, who passed away of cancer many years ago. But anyway, So I was always, always into college hockey at least, but not the biggest traditional sports fan you'll ever meet. I can definitely watch football for sure if I had to pick a sport, but always into like X Games shit, Travis Pastrana, like UFC. When UFC fucking hit the, like UFC 1K, I was like, I found something that I can get into. Like I can watch this, you know what I mean? This is my shit, you know what I mean? So always have been a fan. And then I moved to Tom's River, and fucking this guy, he's kind of starting out his career, but he's the big dog around. I'm like, I'm gonna figure out a way to be that dude's friend. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And look where you guys are now, man.
Yeah.
For sure. We were just talking before, Frank. My daughter got into basically the UFC. All right. She had me, and we were just talking about our relationships with our daughter, and my daughter and I have been very, very close. She's 30 years old now, but she was always about it, and she trained all the time. When I first started opening up Gold's gyms, and we had huge places, we had other places. We had I don't know if you know Alan Teo, Jamal Patterson.
Mm-hmm. Oh
right?
yeah.
They had their place inside my Gold's gym in Teterboro.
Oh, wow.
And
Okay.
Teterboro, and they used to train my daughter, and my daughter was. Not only was she the only female, she was the only teenager at the time. She was 13, 14 years old. And I was telling Roger, she started with the Henzo Gracie, all right, with the jiu-jitsu. Then next thing went into wrestling. I got some Russian guy, barely spoke English. I paid him to do takedowns. Then I got into the Muay Thai with the kicking and then the striking. And my daughter, she became lethal.
Yeah,
right?
oh, yeah.
And I would try to spar with her, and to the point where, no, let's stop. Let's go get something to eat because she was just going to fucking choke me out. All right. But no, it is. And so she ended up, we used to go all over. I remember when she's maybe fly her out to San Jose in California for a bout out there. And who was the one girl, Gina Carano.
Gina
Carano.
She was like the OG.
She lost out there. I forgot was this a cyborg?
She did lose to Cyborg.
We were at that match.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Strike Force.
Right. Yes.
back.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
And my daughter would drag me all around the country because she wanted to
cool.
see these.
That's cool.
It was pretty wild.
And I bet it stays with her too. Now she might still fuck
yeah.
someone up.
That's the difference between myself and my beautiful ex-wife. I tell my daughter, do me a favor. All right. What you learned, you use it to defend yourself, but also to make sure that somebody knows not to fuck with you.
Yeah, right.
And then my ex-wife chimes in, and when you got them down, you stomp on their fucking head like they're on fire. All right,
Patterson.
The Patterson Dolores. So yes, so for sure. But I got to tell you, guys, people have no idea what it's like, let alone 3 minutes, 5 minutes of a round.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
There's no question about it.
I couldn't last a minute.
Yeah. It's
There's no comparison.
No.
Frankie's a great testament to this, even though he says his favorite fights of all time are at the Jersey Shore, the boardwalk. There's no comparison to a street fight, to a I've never been in a pro fight in a ring.
Yep.
But there is no fucking comparison. You couldn't even. I wouldn't last a minute against a guy. Well, even the guy his size in the ring, let alone a guy my size. But I'll scrap anybody in the fucking street. You know what I mean?
100%.
you no choice at that point, right?
Yeah.
Well, listen, it's always been, especially now. Listen, if the fight's not over in the first minute with me on the street, you won. I'm walking
exactly.
away.
I'm the same
I'm walking
way,
away, man.
Yeah,
I'll give you 1
Shake
minute
it
of
out, buddy.
hellfire.
Exactly. I'm done.
Exactly.
You know, no. We've had some good times out of Temptations back in the day.
yeah.
For sure. You know,
Surf club, temps, all that
yeah,
stuff. Man. Definitely got into a couple.
right? For sure. Oh my God, that takes us back way back.
People, I really don't think that a lot of guys that are, consider themselves to be like alphas or whatever, I don't think they understand the difference. They really don't. They think fighting's fighting. It's not. Professional fighters are not the same fucking people that get into bar fights. They're different. Professional fighters probably almost rarely ever get into bar fights. I can think of a couple.
Joe Schilling.
Yeah, well, that wasn't even a fight, bro. That was just and that kid kind of deserved it.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You know?
I mean, from what they tried pressing charges and he won.
Yeah.
So he wasn't at fault. Joe Schilling.
No,
Joe Schilling's
no.
a kickboxer, like very badass kickboxer.
Badass
Like
dude.
smokes cigarettes in between fights, but high level. Like one of the better American kickboxers in the world at one point. But rough around the edges type of dude. And I guess there was some guy in a bar, loudmouth being rude to everybody, this and that. And Joe's walking around the bar, walks past the guy, and the guy like kind of flinches on him. And Joe's turned around, went mac, just puts this dude out.
Two-piece.
Boom, boom.
Really?
And went out. Yeah. And everyone's like, oh my God. But like, yo, you flinch on a dude that can fight.
No, man. Exactly.
Be careful.
That's him. That's what he's taught to do.
It's a quick little video. It's maybe a 15, 20-second video, but you just can read this guy's body language. He is just a fucking straight up asshole.
Yeah.
You can just,
Oh yeah.
You just know the guy is just a absolute fucking dick. You know what I mean?
But hey, people that
He flinched on the wrong dude.
yeah, like but more people see that, they're gonna be like, yeah, maybe I'll think twice. I'll think twice about
It's a shame because you're 100% right. Yeah, I've learned my lesson, unfortunately. Exactly.
The downside, listen, there are downsides. Is Joe could have killed the guy. You know, it's not usually the punches, it's the fall and cracking your fucking head. So thank God that didn't happen. But
Yeah, for sure.
thank God,
For sure.
that happened in Forked River. You know that story, that diner during COVID.
Recently. Yeah, right.
No,
during COVID.
Yeah, I don't know what you consider recent, but 4 or 5 years ago, right?
Pretty recent to me, bud.
Older, well, I guess it was 2 older gentlemen, but the older guy, and he was in good shape. You see a picture of him, he definitely done a little juice in his day.
Yep.
I think he was a biker. Got into it with another older gentleman and fucking just one-shotted him, and the guy fell, smacked his head, and he died.
Did he really?
Yeah. So yeah.
What happened to that?
It wouldn't be. What would that charge be?
Manslaughter.
It would be a manslaughter. You
You're a lawyer. We're talking to a lawyer. Yeah, what would that be?
a little disbarred lawyer. All right, close enough.
I love that
Close
you're so
enough.
humble,
You know,
man. I do.
but no, it would be probably involuntary manslaughter.
Yeah.
But you still, then you got to defend yourself.
Right.
And you're probably facing at least 7 years.
Yeah.
Right. Especially when you have a death involved.
But like, you know, it's just crazy because listen, it was an unfortunate event. Maybe no one needed to get hit at all. Most likely, no one needed to get hit at all. But say he didn't hit him and he got hit and his head hit the ground, and he died. So at that point, I'm like, you know what? I'd rather kill someone than be killed. Well, you know what I mean?
You come down to what was the guy on the train that choked the dude out? You know what I mean?
Penny.
Had he not done that, what would that guy have done?
Right.
Daniel Penny.
Yeah.
Like, had he not done that, I didn't want that man to die. I don't think anybody did. I don't think Daniel Penny wanted that man to die. But had he not done that, what were the consequences could have been?
And look what he went through.
Look what just happened to that woman. You know what I mean? That guy could have done the same thing.
And it's almost wrong, like, especially if you're a fighter, ex-fighter. Like I know, like a wrestler. I think one of my coach told me, but some wrestler got in trouble, boom, belly to back someone and killed him. You know what I mean? But like, it's like you finally like knowing how to defend yourself is wrong almost.
It's
you know.
Well, the people. It's the person who started. It's their fault.
Yeah.
All right. If you start with it, listen. The consequences come along with your actions, and it is what it is.
Yeah.
You know.
But again, you say started. In what sense?
Yeah.
Because I truly believe that you can cross a line verbally. Just men are men. We fight. That's what we do, bro. Get over it. Get the fuck over it. That's what happens. You could say things to me disrespectful. It would take a lot. You can call me a piece of shit, a loser, a fucking wannabe, whatever. Faggot. I handle that on every Tuesday. Every Tuesday I get that. But there is a line of disrespect where I would draw a line and I would probably get physical. You know what I mean? There is a line. But
listen.
So are you talking about like someone putting their hands on you, or are you talking about verbal? Could somebody say something to you that would piss you off bad enough where you're going to put your hands on them? Someone disrespects your kids or talks about your kids, or
that's one thing. And can I tell you something? And guys, this did come along with age, 100%. And just recently, I will never allow someone who I don't love, or who doesn't mean something to me, to be able to ever get myself to that point.
Oh, really?
All right. But if you flinch, all right, or you throw a punch, or you come towards me in a menacing way,
then
I'm not going to let you hit me first. Yeah. All right.
But yeah, like being a public figure, right? Even yourself, like I know I'm not gonna get coaxed to hit you if you just words. I'm gonna try not to.
I don't believe you.
I'm gonna try not to.
I don't believe you.
No, I think so. Especially if I knew what the person was trying to do.
Right.
If you knew what they were trying to do.
Easy read, sure.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
You know, if it was like a organic interaction, then maybe not. You know. Yeah. But I think if I know what they were trying to achieve out of that, then I would.
You got a little girl. You're at some event and somebody just starts making your little girl cry.
No, that's different, bro. That's terrorizing. No, that's not words, bro. No, you're making but you're making your what would I don't know, I'll be hard to make my daughter cry with words. Yeah. But I mean, if you're physically, that's kind of like doing harm to someone. What is she saying? What are we saying to make her cry?
It's still words, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know, but if you're saying I'm going to hurt you, little girl, that's not words. But that's a threat.
It's like a menacing threat.
No, that's not against you, though.
That's a threat.
But that's not against you. That's against your daughter.
That's what I'm saying.
Right? And I'm going to say,
I don't think anybody could say anything to me unless somebody was like, "Fuck you, want to fight?" And I'll be like, "Okay, I'll do that." But like if they're picking on my children and it's in
Roger. Oh yeah, I forgot. Roger is a free speech absolutionist.
I am.
Okay. Can I tell you something now? He just told me that tonight.
Yeah.
I'm not even
I
kidding.
think that all speech, with the exception, I don't think there's such a thing as hate speech. but there is. I do agree with like pulling a. You can't yell fire in a crowded building because that could harm people. You can't directly incite people to violence. Like I shouldn't say to the camera, everybody go to Frank Catania. Here's his address and fucking stab him and shoot him. And I agree. There are some limits on it, but very, very few. I do think. I think insulting could go as far as you want to go, even against my kids. But I'm going to put my fucking hand. I'm going to go to jail.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No. Nope.
So where's the limit?
How do you
freedom of
well,
speech?
let me ask you a question. How do you guys feel about the whole thing now with all these bunch of fucking idiots who come out with Charlie Kirk?
Oh yeah.
I think
you're going to exemplify this.
We've had this discussion. I do absolutely believe they have the right to say it. I don't agree with them. I think they're scum of the earth.
Well, listen.
I think they have the absolute right to say it. I don't think that they have violated any law. They should not get a fine. They should not go to jail. But if they lose their motherfucking job because a bunch of people call their job, I'm down with it all.
Deal with the consequences.
Did you see the one recently? The No Kings protest, this whole stupid shit. The big lady, the big burly lady was going like this, and find out she's a fucking teacher.
Yep.
And then guess what? Her email and her picture was blasted all over the net. So that's the repercussion you get from that.
But her superintendent or her principal took the entire website down for a while for the school and said that she won't be bullied. Eventually, she got fired because they were relentless. But, yeah.
I do believe. Listen, you want to know something? You can say what you want. I wish people would have a little more
gravitas.
Yes, all right. But
I think where we're going to agree, we talked about it earlier,
right?
is bullying kids. Like when bullying, I think that they're even though I do say that is freedom of speech, that has such dire consequences that there has to be direct action to stop that because they are children. You know what I mean? So again, I know I'm probably teetering on both sides of the thing here. I just think that as adults, we should be able to say, with the exception of those couple examples I gave, anything you want. I think that once you give the government power to decide what is hate speech,
but words have repercussions though. Still, you know what I mean? And so, I get what you're saying, but like if you say something that elicits a response, you kind of brought that response upon yourself.
Is that what I just said?
100%.
Yeah.
I
know, but
you should have the right to do it.
Yeah.
I'm saying the response you might not like.
Yeah.
And I'm willing to go to prison for a few things, not a lot. But,
bear the consequences.
Yeah.
You want to do stupid shit, you get stupid consequences.
Yeah, right.
All right? It is what it is. But no, that's somebody saying something to me.
Bullying is something slightly different because maybe just because I'm a parent, I see it differently.
Absolutely.
And I've seen, we had, you're very familiar with it. Yes. We had that case, which we've talked about before at Central High School, happen that has to gut every parent any parent that heard that story has to be gutted. Yeah,
but then it came out, there's a whole bunch of like stuff that we didn't know about that story that came out though too.
But I heard those same things. But you know them to be factual?
No, but whatever. You don't. But almost every story you don't know to be factual.
We know that she's not here anymore. That much we know.
Granted, but I mean, to point your finger at one person to say that that's the case, and especially if you don't know all the facts, that's tough to say.
I didn't point my finger at anyone.
I honestly don't remember the whole story anyway.
I just said something. There should have been something more done. That girl's life could have been saved.
Yes.
Yeah, but there's comes to find out. But like, yes and no. I mean, you find out like her own family life wasn't really that great. Like maybe it should have been something in her home that could have been done differently.
Well, no,
before the bullying even happened. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, fair. And that would be unfair of me to comment because I don't remember
me neither.
All the details. So it would be unfair of me to even dive deep into that. Frank has some personal experience.
I take it to the extreme. I got to be honest with you. I truly believe that if a child bullies, fine. All right. The reprimanded stop. If it continues, all right, I do believe that the parents should be held liable.
I don't disagree
100%. Because it all starts. Starts
at home.
Frankie, you, Roger, you. I know myself. If I did something like that and I came home, my own man would kick the shit out of me. All right, kick the shit out of me. I'd be afraid of my father to do it again. All right, and he beat it into me to tell me why it was the right thing not to do it. All right.
To say that bullying is just going to go away, it's an absurd thought. It will never go. I got bullied by seniors when I was a freshman. I remember. This one senior especially, like, fucking headhunting me. You know what I mean? And I was, like, fucking nervous. It was part of it made me tougher. You know what I mean? But there is a line, without question, that gets crossed, especially when it becomes, like, a bunch of kids picking on one kid. where there's no question that something should be done. I'm not sure. I do think the responsibility falls on the parent, but if the parent does nothing, does it then go to the school? Does it go to law enforcement? Does it go where?
I think it all comes down to a set of circumstances. Everything is different. Every
story is.
Yep.
Has its own little,
Exactly.
yeah.
Every story has a background on it. And, it's a shame because I did get involved in that situation to a point in Central. And I found out so much more, which I didn't know with respect to internally in the school, certain things that the school is rewarded for. All right. Yeah. Which sometimes doesn't lend them to try to push to stop the bullying.
I appreciate your vagueness only in that I would never want that family to have to relive all this, and definitely don't want to, talk about names or anything. But I know specifically what you're talking about, and that's sad. It reminds me of doctors and big pharma, kind of. You know what I mean?
Exactly right.
Doctors giving payola to push drugs. Essentially,
it's a shame. It is, and I've met the parents of especially fathers of these daughters who were the victims of bullying and ended up either taking their life. And I got to be honest with you, it's a shame. Just like you, but you'd be a shadow of the man.
Oh my God!
You'd be a shadow of the man you used to. That's your heart. That's half that. Think about it.
Yeah, no, I couldn't really imagine it.
So. All right. Now can we bring a little?
All right.
Hey,
let's talk about reality TV. Something we all have in common because this guy was fucking the OG. This guy.
That's right.
This guy was on MTV True Life.
True Life.
Were you really? I didn't know that. Are you serious?
Yeah.
This guy was the original.
2007.
How'd that come about?
I was in UFC. The guy hit me up. They were looking for it was I want to be a UFC fighter. Was the episode, and he called me up. He liked my story because I was getting married 10 days after my fight.
Were you really?
Yeah, I got married 10 days after my fight.
Oh, that's cool, bro.
Who did you fight?
Gray Maynard, the first one.
Maynard. Yeah. Was that the draw?
No, it was the loss.
That
first
was the
loss. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Held me down.
So it was loss, draw, win.
Loss, draw, win.
Loss,
yeah.
draw, win.
Yeah.
How many fights did you have?
Total 36.
Right.
36.
I was talking about with you and Renee.
Shit, I can't count that high.
Those are usually forfeits anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Just because even if we win, you're still going to lose in the long run.
Exactly. Lose the whole way.
Exactly. Frank, are you done? Is there any going back to Housewives in New Jersey? Are you going to be part of it still? Or
I don't know.
You don't
all right. I did speak to the producers. They had called me. We're still up in the air as to whether Jersey's coming back. We've received some information which we do believe.
Is Jersey the longest running one?
No. Was it Orange County as well as New York is before us.
Okay.
And but Jersey, I believe, and this is based upon my own knowledge, nothing else. Nobody's told me anything. I do believe Jersey's coming back. I think we should be filming sometime. I would say in the near future, but I think it's going to be with a different crew.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
a whole new different crew?
No, not a whole new different crew. All right. I do believe that my ex Dolores will be, because Dolores is, she's amenable to everybody. She's friendly. People insult her for being Switzerland. But that's Dolores.
Yeah.
If it's not worth getting in the middle.
It's kind of you too, man. You're the nicest guy. You don't have beef with anybody, bro. You get along with everybody.
Why do I not have it? Unless it's that important to me. Why am I going to beef with anybody, man? I just want to enjoy life. I really do. And
you have an outside of, we'll call it work.
Yes.
You and Gorga do comedy shows together.
My God.
You guys are actually buddies.
Dude, can I tell you something? Anna, probably one of the biggest surprises, which I heard on the way here tonight, was that you're involved in comedy.
Well, I did one comedy show.
Let me tell you. I was telling Roger, listen, I didn't expect to come in. I didn't choose to come into this. I just
you got put on a flyer.
Oh, dude, exactly. I wake up in the morning, I go through Instagram, and I see Joe Gorga. All right, and Joe Gorga he's playing at Caroline's. All right, everybody wants to be at Caroline's. No problem looking. Joe Gorga. It's the same time BravoCon is in New York. All right, so the next thing you know, featuring Frank Catania. I said, "You're kidding me." I called Joe. I said, "Joe, what's up, bro? It'll be fun. I'm telling you, we'll have a good time." I said, "Bro, with anything, you should ask me, right?" All right. So anyway, he goes, "Go out there 5-10 minutes." And next thing, 5-10 minutes turned into 20 minutes.
Oh my God, 20 minutes.
I was up there, bro. It was a friendly crowd.
Yeah,
because you're there for BravoCon.
Yeah.
So, and the whole time I'm out there, 80% of it is busting Joe Gorga. All right. Because Joe Gorga's, Tarzan, him, he's hung like Tarzan. He's a sexual monster. This and that. And it's so easy to bust his balls because he's 5'1". All right. He's 5'1". I tell him all the time.
Welcome to my world, pal.
Come on, bro. Right? Seriously. I said, 5'1". I said, you got a 2-inch dick. It looks big on you. All right. Seriously. I
Think about poor Roger.
That's why I date girls with small hands, buddy.
Is that why?
That's exactly why. There are a lot of Asians over here.
Yeah, man. So let me tell you, it does, man. I give you a lot of credit. I
had a friendly crowd. It was an MMA crowd too, so it was kind of like an MMA type show. But I only had 5 minutes.
That was it.
5 minutes, yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, don't know.
20 G's. That's tough.
Now, Frankie definitely prepped for it. He actually he wrote his own shit, but there was a guy that helped him a little bit. Did you ad lib shit? Were you just improving, or did you write a bunch of shit?
I initially wrote some stuff, but as you get out there,
you just improv.
You see what the crowd goes with, all right? And then
you got a good knack for it. You can tell you naturally got a good knack for it.
I just and guys, the fact that you make these people smile and laugh, and it is. And I know Joe Gorga is going to be coming up after me, and he's on for like an hour, and he really does. But he talks about his normal life. All right. And being Italian, his normal life and going through it. And it's pretty wild because it's something we could all relate to.
Yeah.
Right. And we laugh. So I got to bust his balls. The whole time I'm up there, I'm, busting his balls. But most of it's just the truth, In the bathroom, I see Joe come in the bathroom. All right. And I'm sitting at the urinal, just sitting there. I'm not gay, but I look around. I see him come in. And I see him go to the urinal next to me, bro. And it's like an adult urinal and he can't reach. All right? So I see him go over to the little kiddie urinal and I see him on his tippy toes, So it's he just makes it easy. He just makes it easy. Great. And the shame about it is if we got to go to a show, a lot of times his wife Melissa and my wife Brittany are together. So the four of us are going. Bro, you say anything to me in the car? Anything. It's fucking free game. Yeah, exactly.
So you've done this multiple times?
Oh my God, we've done it in different countries.
Really?
I've been to Canada. We've been in different states.
Yeah. Oh, this is awesome.
Canada wasn't that long ago.
That was at Toronto, and what a great crowd. Yeah. All right, we do the Hard Rock Casino. All right,
yeah.
We did the Hard Rock. We did Harry's down in Atlantic City. It's here, bro. We probably did about 30 times.
Wow, that's great, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, the best looking girls.
They were so
Canada.
I'm telling you, they got the best looking girls.
When's the last time you've been in Canada?
I've been in Canada a number of times because I used to live in Maine, and it was like a fucking hour
bro,
away.
You went from Maine.
But that's not
that's
what
why.
I'm talking about.
What are you? Dude, talking about fucking Maine.
Quebec was right there. Talking about on the gram.
Quebec.
On the gram.
Quebec is Quebec.
It's right there.
Quebec. It was a fun city.
I'm saying, you know what I mean?
I still think Jersey's
got some girls in the BC.
Jersey still got the hottest chicks.
Well,
East Coast, bro.
Italian.
Yeah.
We got some bangers.
Yeah, just because they got an attitude.
Canada's definitely underrated. Canada's definitely underrated.
Yeah. It was a good time. It was a great crowd. It was just fun, guys. And I enjoy making people laugh. I enjoy laughing.
That's awesome. I did not know that. That's cool.
Yeah. So we just had one. We were supposed to be down in Texas, but we rescheduled because now they want to do a few of them down there. They've been asking us. What's funny about it is, of the top 5 areas in the world that follow us, all right, Melbourne and Sydney, Australia, top 2 of the 5. So now they're looking at playing things down in Australia.
Have you ever been there?
Never been there.
No, I haven't either.
And listen,
on my bucket. We were just talking.
Yes,
about it.
right.
I just said I would love to go to Australia.
If I wouldn't be going there for the show, all right, I wouldn't go at all. I would never take the time to put aside. I would love to go to Australia.
Yeah, Yeah. No, it looks all. What's Gold Coast or something?
Gold Coast.
Yeah.
But the problem is down there, man. Everything's like the bug,
Great Barrier Reef.
The bugs, everything will kill you.
The bugs are like seriously. They're like
everything kills you down there.
Everything.
Yeah.
Like per square inch or per square foot or something. There's more shit in Australia that will kill you than anywhere
including the water. You go in the water between whatever the porcupine fish that kill you, the great white sharks.
You ever watch Kill Tony?
No.
You would like it.
Is it?
It's like it's Tony Hinchcliffe,
yes,
a comedian. He has it's like a podcast, but it's like a panel show. So he'll have like different guests, like Joe Rogan or Shane Gillis or whoever. And then like 300 people put their name in a bucket and they come do 1 minute of comedy.
Are you serious?
And some of them are like really good, some of them suck, and then the interview process afterwards. But like he finds a lot of comedians. Is that
Really?
You should go there,
Yeah,
man.
that's your
That'd be
time,
sick,
right?
dude. Sign up for that show.
It's that Joe Rogan spot. What's the name?
Yeah, the Mothership.
Is it really?
Yeah,
Are you
yeah,
serious?
Yeah. You gotta check it out. Kill Tony. It's on YouTube. Great show.
It's great. It's really fucking great. They
That's
tried to cancel him after that Puerto Rico thing, but he came.
That was
back
it?
and
Are you serious?
Did you see him? He opened
No.
one of Trump's speech. His campaign
Rallies. Yeah.
rallies. He opened up and made some horrible comment about Puerto Rico
Rico,
being
yeah.
a dump or
Oh
a
my
floating
God!
dump or
Yes, I
something.
did.
Yeah.
They tried so hard to cancel him after that.
Oh my God! I tell you who I do like lately. Who I've seen it on the gram is Matt Rife.
Oh yeah, he's great.
Dude,
He's
the
funny.
shit he comes up with.
He's funny.
So
he does crowd work. He kills the crowd work. He does
my
great.
God.
There's actually a special where it's just crowd work.
His crowd interaction is the best.
Yeah.
But do you know that he's got a bunch of exes that he was dating like all at the same time, like 5 or 6 of them? They have their own fucking like travel fucking.
Do they really?
Yeah, they travel around now and do like a comedy shit. Like 5 or 6 of his exes because he was like supposedly dating them all at the same time or some shit like that. Yeah.
When you're young, you can do that. When you get
Rife,
when,
strife.
yeah, right. No, man. As you get older, seriously, one is more than enough.
He is really the best at crowd interaction. Oh, He's really good at that. That's
A
really
lot of good. There's. Yeah, I'm in the comedy. I like.
Are you
comedy.
really?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
No,
I love it. I love it. Watching it.
I since I've started it, I've become a lot more involved with it. But Matt, he just goes after all of the people that we would never go. People, a person in a wheelchair, all right, or something like that. But it makes it funny, and they're laughing as well.
Yeah.
You know?
They don't feel ridiculed. He
No,
does it
not
in
at
a way.
all.
Yeah, he's not like a brash me. Yeah, he's good at however his style is good for him.
Did you see the video where he's got the guy in the wheelchair in the audience? And he says to him, well, your mother's probably got Munchausen, does that, and you really, really don't have to be in that wheelchair. And the guy stood up and walked towards the stage. Dude, he got out of a chair. He didn't know the guy can walk. And he's like, oh my fucking God, a miracle. Yeah, so it was good, man. It was good. Well, for sure. But I can't, you know what I can't do? I can't smoke before going on stage.
Oh, dude, they'll get you.
That's
tough.
I forget everything.
So listen to this.
Yeah.
You want to hear my smoking story? So I haven't really smoked weed since high school, really, because I get drug tested all the time. Well, a couple older gentlemen I work with told me, "Oh no, you're good. State troopers can do it now.
That's true.
It's state legal. You're good to go."
Not you.
So I thought not me. I didn't know that. Though.
I know, man.
I didn't know. I was lied to. Because they were like, yeah, I take gummies every night now. I was like, oh, maybe one day I'll get fucking whacked out of my tree with Frankie in the podcast room. After they told me that a couple weeks later, I was down here. I was like, oh, I'm good. I can do it now. These old guys told me it's fucking legal. Anybody can do it. State troopers can do it. I didn't realize that I'm federally mandated, so I can't. Thank God I didn't fucking never get caught or anything. But thank God I didn't. I'm lying about this. By the way. But anyway, and we started our podcast after we did the volcano thing. And we were 10 minutes in, and he's, like when you're talking about shit, and if he looks at me, I know he wants my input or whatever. I would just stare back at him. It would just be blank. I fucking didn't say a word. And I got 20. I was like, I gotta go home. I gotta fucking go home. And I made Andrew delete the whole fuking thing. Maybe we got 45 minutes in, something.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't that bad. He's just this dude is he cares so much what people think. He cares so much what people think. It's crazy.
Let's drop it. Let's release it.
Then again, that's another thing. When you get older, you can care less, man. I could care.
I'm getting better with it. I definitely.
And I used to growing up. I used to always worry. What people think. I could care less.
Everybody, listen.
Yeah.
We're human beings. Right? You can be this motherfucker's as hardcore as anybody I've ever met. Even he cares a little bit. We're social creatures. We are social creatures.
You care, like if I see
you lose a fight and people rip on you.
Yeah,
it
moment
bothers you.
In the moment when I look at it, it'll bother me in the moment.
Right.
I put it down. I don't fucking think about it again. No. I don't give a fuck.
No, you might bring it up the next Tuesday on the podcast.
No, I'll bring it up to you, but I don't harp on it. I don't harp on it. Absolutely not. Because I'm not letting someone take that from me. Right. You know what I mean?
When you lose a fight, how long does it carry on with you? Like how long?
Fucking forever.
It does, right?
I have wrestling matches I wish I could go back to.
Do you think about what you could have done differently?
Oh yeah,
all the time, right?
Absolutely,
right?
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
I think as his friend, if I could speak for him, not that I can, but the ones that are the ones where he never even got to fucking really showcase anything, probably bother you more than anything, because like he can be in a war and lose and be like, listen, at least I fucking showcased something. I got that guy's waking up the next day in pain. couple fights at the very end, didn't really even get started, and I'm sure those bother him as just knowing Frankie. I'm sure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean,
Yeah. No, but again, even that stuff, like, after you've been through everything I've been through, it's like, whatever. It's all part of the experience.
Exactly.
At all,
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
16 years in fucking UFC.
Yeah.
God bless you,
crazy.
bro. How do you like
Crazy.
switch? How do you like switching to switch now to coaching and teaching others?
It's great. It's great, especially having it here in my hometown and community,
Yes.
giving back to the kids.
Right.
My idea is to make it like you pull up on someone in Tom's River, you better be careful who you talk to because this motherfucker might know how to scrap. You know what I mean?
Can you?
I gotta be honest with you, bro. That's a reputation from North Jersey anyway.
Yeah.
When you came down to shore, honestly, it wasn't so much Point Pleasant, Brick a little bit, all right. But Tom's River, yes, you always thought, they said, because you had the cancer cluster over here, and you guys lived through that. So, so I'm not knocking him out, bro. All right,
He's a little off.
all right,
Yeah.
exactly, bro. Bro, who's the dude from the kid from Brick, the not the heavyweight, the 180 pounder, undefeated. From last year.
Harvey Lovin.
Harvey.
Yeah.
Bro, I met the dude. When I tell you the nicest guy, oh my
super
God,
nice
right?
kid, yeah.
Where'd he
Yeah.
end up going?
Harvey, where did Harvey go? Iowa, right?
Iowa? Did he go Iowa?
I think he went.
Right?
I think he went to Iowa. Harvey. Yeah.
Well, yeah. So,
Yeah, he's tough.
right?
Tough. Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's. Yeah.
We had it and back to the Gold's Gym because in the gym, that's where I learned all this stuff I didn't do. Now I regret not doing it growing up because we had a Damian Logan, Eric Norgard. They ran their school there, all right, together with Jamal. And it was just a whole different world I never knew about. And I'm like, wow, I really should have done something here.
Yeah.
I really.
Well, his middle son's really good. I mean, all his kids wrestle, but his middle son's like
Did he
really.
just-
He
is that
just
the
got
one-
back from North Carolina.
The Beast of the East?
No, he. It's called Super 32.
Okay. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
No. That's awesome, man. And now he's only a freshman too?
He's a freshman,
Right?
Yeah.
That's cool.
First year, so, yeah. He's he gets after it. I mean, the kid trains all the time. He's been putting it in for since he's 5 years old.
He's got no choice.
Yeah,
He's got no choice.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, he loves it. He likes to do it. Well, he goes to CBA. He doesn't go to the high school here, so I got sent to CBA, and I got to give the kid credit. He'll leave the house sometimes 7 a.m. Doesn't come home 9:30 at night.
Really,
after so he'll go to school, then he'll go do his lift, then he'll go right to elite practice, and comes back at 9 o'clock at night, and he doesn't complain.
For a kid his age, that says a lot. But
Yeah.
I remember Tino when Tino could just walk, and Tino was always like very. He was a little crazy. He was a little fucking.
Yeah.
Was he
Like,
really?
he would climb every time I was here when he was not here. They didn't live here at the time. I think you guys were in the condo. No, not the condo.
No, Jaybird.
Yes,
yeah.
Jaybird. You were a Jaybird. He would fucking climb the TV stand and he'd be fucking 10 feet in the air hanging off. I'd show up sometimes. He'd be on top of Frankie's truck in the driveway. He was just he needed an outlet. That kid needed an outlet. You know what I mean?
But guys, I truly do believe you're into something like that. It forms at a young age. Your dedication, discipline, and it just, my opinion, carries over to everything else in life. I think it does. Because I'm driven, and I'm driven. Listen, I played football, but getting into the lifting and the bodybuilding and everything else, it does. It gives you the drive and discipline to the rest of things in life. It does.
You do the way you do one thing is the way you do it. Like Mike Tyson, the way you fight your fights, the way you live your life.
He's right.
You know?
100% right. 100% right. Well, life's too short, man. And you learn it. Unfortunately, like they said, what did they say? That youth wasted on the young or something like that.
Oh, yeah, you speak it on the young.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's so true. It's so true.
Yeah, well, very true. By the time you're old enough and have money enough to retire, your body is worn out.
Done.
It's sad. It should be the opposite. You should enjoy whatever from age fucking 16 to 35 and then start working. You know what I mean?
That would be nice. That'd be real nice. Believe me, guys. We were just talking about it at dinner tonight. You can't wait. You can't wait to the end of your life to start enjoying your life.
Yeah.
Man. Come on, you gotta get out there.
But it's how you're programmed, right?
Yes, it is.
I was programmed to put money away, save money.
Yeah.
Save your money, save your money. And when you have kids, then your mindset becomes save your money for your kids.
Yeah.
Right? But should there be a balance there where you're also doing things and using some of that money? Obviously, if you're blowing all your money on you and not, you're a fucking idiot,
No.
but you're using some of that money to do things that you wanted to experience rather than just being a slave to the grind every day. I'm not sure. I don't do a lot of shit just for me because I think I got to work, put money away, fucking retirement. What the fuck is my retirement going to look like?
You're right, bro.
Be old and disheveled and sitting in a lawn chair in my backyard and not enjoying shit. I should be doing shit now. You know what I mean?
It's easy to say, man. It's a little more difficult to do.
It is. I don't do it. I probably will never do
and
it.
time,
but I
time
should be
flies.
doing it.
Time flies. I tell you, my daughter's 30, my son's 27, and I have a picture on my refrigerator when they were 8 and 5. I don't know what the hell happened in between.
Yeah,
It does, man. It sucks.
honestly, yeah. I mean, I'm
You know?
it's everyone tells you so. My dad always used to be like, "Hey, this is the best years of your life." We're in high school. This is the best years of life. Over the best years. And I'm like, hey, and then now, everyone's like, "Oh, your kid, pay attention. Your kids, it's gonna be quick. It's gonna be quick."
Yes,
Bro, my kid's driving in 2 months.
That's crazy.
It's fucking
isn't it?
nuts.
That's
It's
crazy,
insane.
bro.
It really is.
That is, man, for sure.
really
Man.
is.
But listen, if your best reflection is your children, guys.
Yeah.
Everything else you do in life. If you look and your parents think you're a good father, honestly,
Yeah.
you want something. Everything else pales. That's why I look at it. No. It's when I leave this world, I want to be known as a good person and a good parent. I already failed a few times.
We
with
talked
the
about
wife.
it. We had dinner, and it's like, a lot of people go through life. I have friends that are very programmed to make money, make as much money as you can make, and there's nothing wrong with that. It provides a lot of great things, right? Provides a lot of great opportunities. I'm not knocking anybody, but when you're at the end of your life, if you've made yourself a billionaire, the one thing you want more of is just time. You want more time. You want more time on earth. You want more time with people you know. You want more time with your kids. You want more. You should be trying to realize that every day and value. Obviously, we all got bills to pay, obviously. But you should try to prioritize time as much as you can, because that is the most precious commodity there is. It really is.
It's invaluable. You can't buy it.
Yeah.
You gotta find the way to enjoy the time you have.
Yeah.
Right? That's really what it is. I mean, you're never going to get more time, but you could enjoy the time you have better.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe I didn't say it the right way.
Yeah.
That's what I meant to say. Yeah.
Do you find yourself busier now that you're retired from fighting?
Oh, much busier.
Much busier,
Yeah.
right? Are you serious?
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I'm like, because of the school, I run a school. So,
Yep, right.
I'm there. And I want to be there. It's just like I'm there at night. Like, usually my nights, I was done. I did all my stuff in the morning, at midday, and I'm done at night. Now it's kind of like reverse. But I still work out all the time. So I do all that stuff in the morning, then I do my night stuff.
Think you still?
So but I need to be busy. If I'm not busy,
I can't do it.
I'm driving me nuts.
100%. And I think that makes a difference between an alpha male and a different kind of male.
Yeah.
All right. I always got to be busy. I just can't be sitting there. I
Yeah.
can't be sitting there.
Idle time is the devil's playground.
Is that what it is? That's a good one, man.
It's
That's a
definitely
good one. My wife says to me all the time, why don't you sit down and watch TV?
But you know what it is you have more time than you think you have. That's the thing. Most people, no, not people that are fucking burning the candle at both ends, but most people, because most people are lazy, to be honest. Most people have more time in it. But even myself, like you said, I got more busy when I got to school. I was like, geez, this is a lot. Fighting was a little bit easier. And plus, fighting, I don't have to worry about one thing.
That's it.
The opponent and that date. That's it. This, you're worrying about kids and insurance. So there's millions of things.
Everything.
Right. And, but then I booked this BKFC fight. And I was training for that fight and running my school. And I'm like, holy shit, I thought I was busy now. I'm super busy.
Dude, that's crazy.
So then I was like, damn, once this fight ends, I'm like, I actually have more time than I think I have. So I'm like, the fight didn't happen, whatever. But I'm like, I reassessed myself. I'm like, bro, I can get a lot more shit done.
Right,
So
exactly.
it's good to know, like, you have more time you think you have.
Time management.
Yeah,
man.
time management, exactly.
It's 100%. That's for sure. Oh, my God.
BKFC just called. They want you to fight next month.
No,
Really?
ain't happening.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear about that. Man.
Yeah, I mean,
Right?
it just sucks the way it went down, but
Right?
yeah, it's the way it goes.
Is your life really that different when you're training for a fight? Right? Is it drastically different?
I mean, for an MMA fight, for a UFC fight,
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
because you got there's so much things you have to work on. But for this BKFC fight, I was working just boxing. It was only a 10-minute fight. It was kind of like a good scenario.
Yep.
So I was able to, I still train twice a day, but like in MMA, I would train twice a day, like an hour and a half, 2 hours twice a day. Now I'm training for a shorter fight, not as much, wear and tear on you, only an hour twice a day. So it's definitely cuts it in half.
So the bare knuckles, that's it. It's just boxing. That's it.
Just
basically.
boxing, like dirty box, you could hold and hit, but
Oh,
just
you can?
boxing.
Okay.
Just
All right.
boxing. Yeah.
You'll have to hold somebody knee him and stuff. or
No knee, no,
Okay.
just hands. Just
Okay,
hands.
right?
Yeah.
God bless you, man. I like my pretty face. Although I was just telling him I get this because I coach high school football.
Yeah.
At Wayne Hills High School.
Okay.
And I'm headbutting the kids.
that's
they,
awesome.
they got the helmets on,
Getting them pumped up.
But I don't. I love it. I love it. Anything to try to stay young, man. Anything. All our games are on Friday night. I wake up on Saturday morning. I can't move. Doing my
Joe Rogan said the best way to stay young for anybody is to pick up weights.
You want
It's true.
something? He is
It is
right.
true.
If I miss the gym for 3 days, I feel I'm stiff and everything. So nowadays, rather than taking a day off, I'll just go to the gym and do something light to move yourself around.
Yeah.
They say there's a correlation between leg strength and age.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Yes, they do. All the time. Unfortunately, I can't squat anymore. But I try to modify it in a different way, one way or another. But I've heard that many times.
Yeah.
They say something about your squats and everything else, and your hips, and how the correlation is. I have no idea. But listen, it's good enough for me. Somebody said it. All right, I'll do it. Fuck yeah. Oh my God.
Frank, what are your takeaways? I know that's a pretty general statement, but reality TV, more pros than cons, you think?
For me, yes.
We all spend a little time on it, so
Right.
we can all kind of weigh in on this. But for you,
For
you
me,
were never a bad guy ever. You were always well liked.
when I first came around, when I first came on, I can be honest with you. Tears, no, I wasn't liked, and I was like, "Why, man?" And I got upset because I try to pride myself on
Is
being
that true?
on a nice guy.
You weren't.
I caught a lot of shit. They couldn't understand why I'm on the show when I'm an ex-husband. And then Dolores has been through 2 boyfriends since she's been on the show. And I don't have a wife on the show. I don't have an ex-wife. I have an ex-wife. I don't have a girlfriend on the show. And they keep asking me back, right? You know what I'm saying?
That is kind of, you are kind of the anomaly in that.
Think about it, right? And it realized because I get along with it. So for me, it's been a much more positive experience. All right. There's other people on the show who have destroyed their businesses, lost their jobs over. Okay, listen. I own gyms and I sell weed. I mean, really, how much can reality TV hurt? I was already disbarred before. I got arrested for selling drugs back in the day, and I knew everything was going to come out.
Do you find like being so open like that? It's freeing. Like
yes.
No, if you can literally just own it and put it out there, nobody can fucking have a skeleton in your closet and hold it over your head. You know what I mean?
So
you ready?
Go ahead.
Are you ready?
Go ahead.
I'm saying you're gonna.
Oh, I'm gonna tell people I'm gay.
Yeah, is that what you're saying?
Oh, is that where he's going with this?
I thought that's where he's going with it.
Oh, Raj,
the gay jokes will never.
Raj,
end.
I won't.
They'll never
I don't
end.
judge.
You won't
Man.
judge? You
I don't
won't
judge. I don't judge, man. So
Listen, my downfall is that I love vagina too much. That's my downfall.
No.
Sure.
Just shaped like a penis.
Dude, we talked about this, all right? Yeah. And now listen, I'm an open book, bro. I'm an open book, and thank God it's this kind of podcast.
Yes.
And I was saying to him, I said, bro, listen, when we're young, all right, you wake up in the morning. Next thing you know, you wake up, you got wood, all right? The first thing you're thinking about is pussy, all right? Dude, times change. And I tell this to the young guys at the gym. I say, guys, enjoy it. Yeah. Because now I wake up, my first thing, I got to take a good shit. I can't leave the house unless I take a good shit. I said, bro, seriously, sex is like number 6 on the list now. It went from 1, 2, and 3 down to 6. And your priorities change, man. It's so different. As you get there, it's interesting. It's interesting. But I've been blessed, man. I got 2 healthy kids. I'm healthy. I wake up and I start screaming and yelling about something. I got a wife who just laughs at me and walks away. So she's always happy, no drama. And me screaming and yelling, she makes me almost feel embarrassed to be mad about something. So that's awesome. Listen, with all the other
she
shit,
gets you very involved in her post too.
Dude, you see the shit she does? She does
awesome.
the stuff she does, the Instagram things where she scares the shit out of me.
Dude,
I'm choking on my food.
It's great. It's great.
She does keep me young. She does keep me young. But the best is like I scream and yell. And while she's laughing, all right, I'll scream and yell. The comments. Oh man, Frank needs fucking anger management. Oh, he must be abusive. Come on, there you go. Okay, seriously.
Yeah.
Can
we talk about something a little personal? You don't. Sorry.
Speaking of comments, I got slammed last time he was on. Remember?
Why? What'd you do?
No, because remember I was joking around. I said they belong in the kitchen, and then I obviously went back and if you listen to the whole thing, I didn't say that. Obviously, it's a joke, and everyone's like, "Oh, he's like your feet can't even touch the floor."
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Dude, it's amazing. It's fucking awesome.
I think it got pulled as one of our clips, right? Just you saying that.
Yeah.
And it's always not in direct context, and you just get fucking hammered. Our guy pulls it because it's catchy. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So,
yeah, it's funny though.
You take it in stride. Go ahead, man. I'm an open book, bro.
Well, you got robbed of your wedding by a hurricane.
For sure, man. That's for sure.
That had to be
not
tough.
once, but twice.
Twice.
Not so much for me, but for Brittany.
Right, exactly.
So we're getting married in November down in Captiva.
Yeah.
All right, and I'm not a fan of a destination wedding. All right, we're getting married in Captiva because my mother who passed away, her favorite place, and she made us spread her ashes down in the water down there. So let's get married down there. Next thing you know, 2 weeks before the wedding, fucking hurricane hits. All right, shit's all over the place.
It was bad, bro. It took the
It was
bridges out.
exactly.
Yeah.
So now, all right, fine. We push it off to the end of March. All right, should be beginning of March comes. They're not even close to being rebuilt. Finally, Brittany said, "Fuck this." Fuck this. Yeah. We basically got Dolores' ex-boyfriend to come marry us in our kitchen in our house.
Get out, really?
Exactly.
Oh, wow.
Exactly. David came. Yeah. So we still haven't had a wedding. And at this point,
I love David.
Isn't David awesome, man?
Right?
Best, exactly. And we became best friends. You know, David says to me, he goes, bro, I gotta be honest with you. He goes, I took you moving out much worse than I took Dolores leaving me. All right.
Yeah. You know that story, Frankie?
Yeah.
You know that story?
I moved in with Dave. I built the house for him. All right. And then him and Dolores, and I met him through Dolores. And when I first met David, all right, and you understand something, David's an incredible doctor, what he does. I said, Dolores, this guy's a jerk off. I said, seriously, he's got no personality. Then you get to know him. And he's just a fucking one of the best guys you can imagine. All right. They ended up breaking up. But Dolores said, listen, I became close. My kids became close. To stay with him. Next thing you know, all right, not even working out. In fact, I was working down in Holiday City on one of the houses we bought. I missed a step, tore both my quads. Both my quads, bro. The kneecaps down here. My one leg's up over my head. I couldn't move. So now, after surgery and everything else, I ended up taking me to David's house because he's on the first floor. He's got a bathroom there, and he healed me back there. And at that point, I was looking to buy a house. And then we ended up building a house, and while I was building it, I moved in with David. So now we didn't tell David that we were moving out. Brittany and I. We were on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen one night, and Andy asked me about, is the house done? And I said, yeah, it's just about done. So now I know I got to break it to David because David's going to see this. All right. So he's like, what? Excuse me. Why are you leaving? All right, we'll change the bedroom on the first floor. Make another man. He's just a good guy, man.
He's a really good dude.
But we did find a house right around.
He was never there anyway. It was basically he was working.
100%. 100%.
You pretty much had the house to yourself.
Exactly. And Anthony moved in. My buddy Anthony took on top of it. There you go. Yeah. So it's so now Brittany doesn't so much want to have a wedding. So we may just have, and I was explaining to you, Frankie, I don't know about you. I can't go away for more than like 3-4 days. I get anxiety, like something, I'm missing something. I get work or something, which really there is nothing I have to be here for. So I told her I'd give her 2 weeks. And it's just me, her, and maybe just immediate family for a week here. And then we're going to go to Greece, Italy, and she's Croatian. So we're going to Croatia.
That's cool. That's
and
cool.
that's it.
Yeah.
She just wants to take pictures with her dress on. That's all she does.
Of course.
Essentially. So, yeah. So eventually we'll get around to that, eventually. It's good. I just want to listen. My son is my best man.
Wow,
tell me that's not fucking awesome,
yeah,
right?
Cool.
Then I got my daughter, who's a little bit of a wise ass, all right? Who's also in the wedding, and her and my wife are very close. But but my daughter says to me, "Dad, I have to thank you very much. I've always wanted a fucking sister." All right. Yeah. Now that's my daughter. You understand? So my daughter's tough. That's what did the MMA and everything. She's a veterinarian now.
Oh wow!
Right? But she's to the point where we call her Dr. Cunt.
Yeah.
Right? But she's tough. She's tough, man. She's got the toughest part of me together with the toughest part of Dolores, who's much tougher than me. And so, yeah, she's good, man. I've been blessed, man. I've been blessed, guys. You do.
That's great.
And you guys will see as your kids get older, you think it's so awesome being a parent, all right? As they're growing up, it's even better.
Yeah.
Being their friend.
Yeah.
When you get older and you hang out with your kids and you have a good time, dude, I'd rather hang out with my kids and my friends.
Yeah.
You know? Absolutely, man. So it's
Did you, because you guys are so close, you and Dolores, did you have a rough spell? Was there any rocky waters there ever, or were you always pretty
my God.
copacetic?
Well, people see us now. They have no idea how we got here.
I'm asking for a friend.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Well, if honestly, if there was enough money available at the time, Dolores would have probably had me killed during a divorce.
Really?
It was horrible.
Really?
Wow.
It was horrible. And then at the day of the divorce, we walked out of the courtroom. Dolores, who's again one of the most incredible people in my life, turned to me and said, "Fuck this shit." She goes, honestly, fuck this shit. You know, listen, we're a family, and Dolores says it all the time. She divorced me to keep our family together.
There you go.
You know, exactly. You know,
That's-
and she did.
Yeah, holy shit.
You know?
You
And we were
talk
talking
that,
about this earlier. Like I see Dolores now, and Dolores, my ex-wife's a beautiful woman. All right, she gets along great with my present wife, who's a beautiful woman. All right, but I don't look at Dolores. Dolores is like almost like a younger sister now. You know,
Isn't that crazy? Do you ever think you'd be there?
No, never, man,
right?
never.
It's
You know,
crazy how life changes.
It does. It changes, man. I would do anything for her, you know, but it's totally different.
Well, that's great because you don't hear that at all.
No,
often,
you don't.
You know,
right? And Frankie, we call shit. When you were talking about when I first came on the show, you have no idea how much shit we call. Well, why are you so close? That's ridiculous. You know,
People probably thought you were having an
Yeah,
affair with your ex-wife.
exactly,
right?
right? Hey, listen, it's my family. You don't know my family. I know what's best for my family.
Right.
All right, I know what's best for my family. Listen, my kids. Probably my daughter was 18. My son's 15. Until they realized that me and Dolores weren't married. They just thought we lived separately and dated different people. Why are you still married? You know. You know. Then they realized the guys are pulling the wool over our eyes.
Yeah.
You know. That's the same thing. My daughter used to go in the refrigerator and see the little vials. We got a diabetic cat. I used to tell her all the time. Till eventually she said, "Dad, stop it. Dad, we don't have a cat, Dad." All right.
That's how she became a vet.
Exactly. She's like, when she went to vet school, she goes, "I know you're bullshitting me now."
Treating all the strays with testosterone.
Exactly. There's a
Jacked ass cats
exactly,
walking around
man.
your neighborhood.
Bo, you come to my house, you see the fucking cats hitting the most muscular. Yeah, for sure.
I think stats are really low now for marriage, though. They're saying almost people just don't want to get married anymore.
Do you
The
blame
risk
Well,
is
they
too
did.
high.
No, but they're making that. They're pushing that
you
Push
know?
what?
for people not to get married. Don't get married. Don't have kids. They're pushing that shit.
Dude, it's
What, like
it's
propaganda, you mean?
Propaganda. Yeah.
Well, you know, nobody's willing to give the effort anymore.
Yeah.
I
Well,
can't,
nobody wants the risk. I mean, just if you're, everybody's got to pay a little bit of attention to statistics. You know what I mean?
Yes, they do.
Like, I think it's above 50% now.
Oh my God,
And in
it's
divorce.
way beyond. It's 70.
If you do the real math, like let's do real math, right? Let's just say 50% end in divorce. It's got to be at least 20, 25% stay together unhappily. There's got to be another
think about it.
probably 10% that have open relationships but are technically still married. And then there's people that just refuse to get divorced because they can't afford it. So how many
that's a
people
shame.
are truly happily married now? What is it, fucking 5%?
Think about it.
10%
right?
maybe? It's crazy.
And listen, I'm probably going to get some shit for this, but anyway, guys, I did divorce for 23 years. I was a divorce attorney, and initially at the beginning, it was always coming in the men. All right, the men cheated. The men didn't want to be married. You know, that was this and that. There was never an issue. The wife would keep the kids. You name it. All right. The last part of my career, guys, it was probably 70% women.
Yeah.
Women who cheated. Women who didn't want to be married anymore.
The grass is always greener.
Dude,
on the other side.
it changed.
Well,
It-
window shopping has become so easy now.
Oh, yeah,
That's part
for
of the problem.
sure.
The internet is just it's just window shopping all day
Yeah.
for guys and girls,
Yes.
for both.
Well, I think it's the empowerment of women too, though. Make them think, you could do it. You don't need a man. Type stuff.
I don't want to stereotype, and I'm not the first one to say this. I've seen this before, but just as a man, from my own experience, I think, and this has nothing to do with my personal relationship. Let me put this out there now. I think that men tend to be more loyal. You know what I mean? Like if a woman goes broke, a man's usually not going to leave her.
No.
But if a man goes broke, that chick is window shopping immediately. You know what I mean?
The man's supposed to bring it in, bro.
I don't disagree with that.
And I agree with you.
But there,
I do
there
agree
is,
with
there
John
is
Hammer.
health and sickness and
Yeah, for sure.
There is-
I mean, well, if you
there's-
make those commitments, yeah.
contributing for better or worse till death do us part, buddy.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
No, I think I think the whole a female male thing has come, and back in the day, guys, I'll be the first to admit I do believe that listen, the male was considered to be the stronger species. Nowadays it's no longer. Women and men, my opinion, all right, it's absolutely.
Do you think, generally speaking, overall, I'm sure some women are very happy with that. You think, as a society, women prefer it the way it is now? I'm asking. I don't know. I don't even know.
What's the way it is now? What do you mean?
Women empowerment, the feminist movement swinging so far one way,
No, I
rather
think
than
you have both.
rather
You have-
than
but
being
yes.
old school.
But you see like both parties are both, like kind of pushing that. Like the women, they're like, I want to be a housewife. What do you mean I don't want, being
Right.
a housewife? I get to take care of my kids and take and live with my, raise my kids. Yeah, I want to do
you
that.
think it's pretty
There-
even?
I don't know if it's even.
Yeah.
There's definitely two camps,
Yeah.
It's not like it used to be, in my opinion, 30 years ago. I think it has changed, but I do.
Do you think women, if they were given a choice right now, and I'm just asking, I have no idea, I wouldn't even know how to weigh in on this. I would say it's probably fairly evenly divided, but if they had a chance to go back to the way it was in the 50s, where they stayed home and they took care of the children, and they, what was it, homemakers, right? They were called homemakers back then, I guess, right? Do you think most women would choose that? Or do you think they would want it? They women today want to be super independent, not rely on a man for nothing.
No, I don't know. I think I think a lot of women that think they don't want a man might appreciate a man taking care of them. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Listen, I don't know what the
Again, I'm not weighing in. I'm just curious what you guys.
What I can say is, my opinion is that there is a lot more women now who would want to be independent than back then.
Yeah.
All right. By
well, women are more educated now and so
Yes.
and stuff like that, and more career oriented and whatnot.
And they're in this. And listen, and now they have acquired and they've worked their way up to positions in huge companies that used to be considered for men. Yeah. All right. Now it doesn't make a difference whether it's female or male. Yeah. I don't know, and that's fine. And I think
it would be sort of evenly split today. I think
that's
my many women that have those old school values.
How about men? How about any men that want to be stay-at-home dads?
The more and more.
None of my friends.
No, guys, but I've come across more and more.
Really?
Yes, I have. All right, that's not me. It'll never be me.
Really?
Yes.
Or they're forced to be. They may have a wife that makes 5 times as much as them.
Yeah. What if you did? Would you have a problem with that? Well, would you have a problem with that?
I would. Listen, I'll put it this way. Yeah, I'm sort of old school, and I know there's a lot of people going to say your ex-wife made. No question about that. She definitely made more money than me. But I think that if you're forced to, like, I would rather stay at home with my kids if I had a wife that was making a lot of money that could provide, than put them in daycare. I would rather do that. I wouldn't want to do that. I don't want to be a stay-at-home dad at all. I want to be providing the best way I can. But I would do that over dropping my kids off at some place for 10 hours a day and them being raised by somebody else.
Would you wear an apron?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Pink one.
It's a big ass apron.
Yeah.
Right, bro. Seriously.
You know what I'm saying though?
Right.
Like again, it comes down to time with your kids. You know what I mean? And I guess if you're working, you're gone too. So, but somebody should be there with them. You know what I mean?
And
I will say this: I used to work a fucking shitload of hours. Had a side job on the weekends. I bounced on the weekends. I'd work 70 hours a week when I was young and hungry, and just, you know what I mean. I work less probably now than I do. Basically, I mean, if I don't have my kids, I'll work a bunch of OT. If I don't have my kids on the weekend, I'll work the weekend or whatever, because I'd rather do that than go get drunk at a bar. Yep. But I don't work when I have my kids because I want to spend time with them. You know what I mean?
Should. Well, that's good. And that's any good father, I believe.
Oh, I'm not saying I'm a good father. I'm just saying that that's what it means to me.
You're a good father. You're a good father.
You know?
You're a good father.
Thank you.
You know?
I wasn't looking for a pat on the back. I'm just saying.
No, that's all right, man. I'll give it to you. I will.
You should be raising your own kids.
Yes.
That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Well, no, we did have a nanny. We had a few nannies along the way.
Oh, so did we.
You know, but I got to be honest. But when my son's first words were in Spanish.
They were more
Spanish.
Oh, yeah.
My son came to me, the first word he ever said, agua. I mean, it's okay to be bilingual, but I was hoping that you speak English to begin with. All right? Yeah, exactly. No, it's listen, it's different for everybody. It's some people's garbage and some people's gold.
Yeah, that's true.
Agreed. Agreed. It's definitely not one size fits all for sure.
But what I do have an issue, and I'll bring it up, and I'm sure I'll catch some shit over this, is at this point, what the hell's the difference? I think I got a contact high from the smell in here. All right. And I said to my wife, and I truly believe my wife is gorgeous, all right? And I said to her, the best thing that can happen to you is Instagram. All these fucking beautiful women in their freaking bikinis and everything else. All right? I'm sorry, man. I don't know about you guys. These beautiful women in their bikinis and everything else, I would not date them. A woman who wants to put herself out there and show off and look for attention every single. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah.
How can you have a serious relationship?
No, I would agree with you. Date? Maybe I could date.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I wouldn't.
But serious,
I don't know that I would wife up.
Because they're putting these. Who are those pictures
They're
for?
shopping.
Who are those for?
They're shopping.
You know what I mean?
Oh, it's for me. I just love the bikini. I don't care about. Well, then put your fucking page on private.
No, and that's the one thing in social media I just think is destroyed. It's destroyed.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Can you imagine if we had social media back in the day growing up?
God.
All right. Oh my God.
Wouldn't have made out alive.
I was just gonna say we'd probably just be getting out of jail now.
Yeah.
All right. Exactly right. Yeah.
It is window shopping for both sexes.
Yes.
No question about
Yes.
it. It is. But I do agree with you. I mean, if you're sort of putting all your goods out there for others to see, it'd be like dudes just posting. I don't know any dudes that do this, but fucking gray sweatpants, fucking pictures all day long. You know what I mean? Like who does? That's what they're doing. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That's what they're doing, and they obviously want. To be seen.
These like things on Instagram are crazy, bro.
Right.
Crazy.
It's out of control. Some of the shit.
Like everything they do, like they paint themselves now. You see that?
yeah,
Where
yep.
they paint themselves, or like they showed her boxes all the time on Instagram.
Which I
It's
get
crazy.
exactly.
You see the one
It's crazy.
where they take the bright light behind them and they wear like a
Yeah,
see-through sundress so
yeah.
you can literally see everything.
Yeah.
It's crazy. How about, dude? Let's talk about let's move spaces here a little bit. AI, bro, shit pops up on my phone all the time now.
And
that
he
I
can't
s-
tell because he's
no,
old. He's an
no,
old guy.
no.
Dude, I can't tell. I'm older, bro.
Some of it is really hard to tell.
Listen,
if it's AI.
I'm telling you this.
Some of it is really hard to
I'm
tell.
telling you this.
And it's definitely AI.
Okay, there's those videos that you're almost so close you can't tell. Yeah. There are videos that we've all watched, that we think are real, that are AI already.
That's
I'll
so
guarantee it.
That's scary.
I'll guarantee
That's
it.
scary, man.
I know you want to say it without saying it?
What?
Talking about the plane hitting the Pentagon?
Oh yeah, well yeah.
All right,
probably.
It's nice
Yeah.
knowing you guys.
Yeah.
It's nice.
But yeah, no, there's definitely and like what we're gonna see, and like it's not even like people are going, 10 years, bro. Fucking 10 years. How about 3 years?
No, it's coming quick.
Yeah.
It's coming. That last year at this time we didn't know what AI was.
But on my
Right?
listen.
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say on from what I see popping up on mine, it's new. I agree with Frankie. It's not new, but the abundance of it now is definitely new. Like it's everywhere now. It's fucking every other thing I saw. There'll be an old lady petting a fucking Kodiak bear. You know, and it looks so
Dude,
real.
how about
it
this?
looks so real.
How about the song? Well, I know you're not a big music guy, but
Californication? Hollywood's made.
no. This AI. We're talking about AI.
Oh yes.
Like the 50 Cent Many Men.
Yes.
They turn it into a 50 soul song. It's
Is it
fucking
really?
fantastic.
It is.
Is it really?
amazing.
It's Sorry Miss Jackson. They put that into
I
a
just
soul
heard that
song.
Saturday night for the first time. I didn't know they were doing AI music.
Bro,
Nor did
it's
I.
so
Do they really?
Bro,
dude,
it is so good.
It's
So good.
so good. And now, granted, they're using lyrics that were written by a person. Like, but how long till they write their own lyrics? That it's amazing. And actually, there's a band out, an AI band, I guess, that has like 40 million streams, and it's an AI band.
This can't end well.
I hate that I like it so much. You know what I mean? Because I'm a music guy, and I feel like that just takes away like the art of it. You know what I'm saying? And the humanness out of it. But it's fucking good. And now they're saying, wait till you see movies. And it's so they prompted this to make this song that's incredible in 2 minutes. So use these lyrics and make it a soulful 50 song, and boom, makes this a classic in seconds.
That's
Technology's
amazing.
just getting out of here.
And dude, they're gonna have movies. They're gonna be like,
what was the name of the company?
they're gonna have
Terminator?
they're gonna a cyber
Cybergenics or something?
no cyberjacks. That was it. I think I was from Tom's River.
Is he really? Are you
Cyberjacks guy.
serious?
Yeah. He died from a heart attack.
What the
Did he
hell is
really?
the name of the company? Andrew, you remember?
Yes, Skynet.
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 That's it. Skynet.
Yeah, Skynet.
That's what we're approaching that pretty fast.
Well, yeah.
That's scary. I find that scary. All right, dude, you're not going to need human beings, and at that point, that's going to be an issue.
Well, or they do it like,
Didn't
bro,
somebody ask
Jobs.
it
Listen,
one time? Like
Jobs.
Steve Jobs?
No, jobs like jobs that people work. Right? Right. Jobs that people work, like attorneys might disappear.
Exactly.
Right, paralegals probably can disappear. Anything that is like coders, jobs gone. And they remember they were telling everyone, get to coding, learn coding. I can't get a job. Learn coding. Well, guess what? All those people that you told learn coding are out of work.
No, that's not.
They say the biggest industry is going to be electricians, plumbers, and like carpenters.
Because that can't be done by AI.
Not yet.
Exactly.
Not
Think
yet.
You know,
it's going to happen too. That's going to happen quicker than we think. You see the robots, dude.
Maybe for new construction.
No.
Not,
Yeah.
they're never gonna.
Listen. I'm telling you this. I seen a video, and if it was real, right? But I seen a video of a robot that can literally, it's $20,000. This robot, and it's like a cyborg. It's like a Roomba, you know what I mean? It's stationed in your thing, comes out, boom, it comes out, boom, and literally was putting dishes in the dishwasher. It was folding clothes. This thing, if it could do that, eventually we'll be able to fucking solder some pipe.
Did it have an anus?
Then if it did, Roger would have.
I'd be soldering some pipe.
Dude, they had that. Did you see that movie with Megan Fox when she was the AI robot? Yeah. So yeah. Okay, well then maybe then I'm in favor of it. All right. You know, imagine telling your wife that's fine. You know
What's that mean? What? Listen, the porn industry is like $1 billion industry. That'll probably be next. That'll probably be all AI. Shit looks so realistic now.
Oh yeah,
they can do it with an old lady and a bear. Why can't they make two super attractive?
They can
chicks.
Definitely, dude. They dab it already.
Yeah.
But like, and then they'll say, but that's that's what's crazy, because now you're getting crazy. But if you take the humanness out of it, is it bad? Is it wrong? You know what I'm saying? Is it bad? Like, they say, oh, porn's so bad. You shouldn't watch porn because a girl is getting, is kind of getting, going through some trauma or whatever. But it's AI.
Frank
now,
Tuesday, Frank.
But listen, but
say Frank, who says that? I haven't heard anybody say that.
No, but listen, people are trying to say, what if they make AI pedophile porn?
Oh,
that's what people are saying. But other than well, no one's getting hurt. I don't know. It's the idea of it.
Exactly.
The idea of it is wrong.
Okay, so
right?
Are you less of a fan? Because you just said you're a huge fan of it. You're right.
Huge fan of what?
You just said I'm a big fan of AI.
No, I didn't say I'm a big fan of AI.
Did he don't just say that fucking
I
5 minutes ago?
I'm a big fan of AI? I didn't mean to say that. I didn't say I'm a big fan of AI.
All right.
No, I think you said music. I'm a big fan of AI
music. No, I said I'm a big fan of music.
I thought you said AI.
I said I like the AI. I said I hate how I like the AI music. This guy's putting words in my mouth.
He heard the same thing.
And you're co-signing him.
I just jump on board, bro.
Speak more clear.
What? Listen more clear, motherfucker.
Oh shit.
Oh please. How can you say? Speak more clear.
But I just seen something. It was just sick. It was a guy. And again, is it real? That's what is going to happen.
Okay, wait, do you remember me bringing this up like months and months ago when Jesse was here?
Yeah, when we talked, we don't know what's going to be
real.
I know. We've been saying this forever.
What is real?
We're saying this. What we talk about. Even
you know where I stole it from though, Gerard. I know,
but we've been talking about it as in we don't know nothing's real, right? We're seeing history getting written and it's bullshit.
And it's getting rewritten,
right? So like the history that we've been learned, how do we don't know if it was real anyway, right?
We were taught the moon landing's real. I watched it happen. It didn't happen.
No.
Yeah. I seen India land on the moon.
You keep bringing that up. That
was the craziest fucking video I've ever seen.
It
wasn't a spoof.
It was not real. There's no way that was real. No
guy
way.
was making the lunch meat.
No way that was real. Oh shit! I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, so listen. I seen this video where this guy was saying, "I am attracted to minors," right? He's like, "But I don't." It's like, what did he say? I forget the analogy he used, but he's like, "It doesn't mean I have to touch a kid." You know what I mean? It's like every guy that sees a girl doesn't mean he's gonna have sex with her and rape her. But I'm like, bro, what do you mean? Like, I don't even want.
No, I don't want to hear it.
I don't want to hear it. It's no good.
Shouldn't be even.
They're trying to
entering your
but
brain.
they don't call it pedophile either. You know what they're calling it now? A minor attracted person, which is fucking. What do you mean?
Who changed that?
Yeah, no, it's because they're trying to make it normal. They're trying to make it normal.
It's not normal. There is nothing sexual, nothing attractive about a child.
No,
nothing.
No.
Frankie, how deep are you willing to go? Who's behind it?
Oh, I don't know. That I don't know. You can speculate. They think. I don't believe nothing anymore, bro.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
And honestly, that's what they
why
want.
I don't have
but that's
value.
what they want. They want us to not. For us to say, I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it's true. That's what we literally pretty much do the past fucking year. Hey, I seen this thing. I don't know if it's true, but blah, blah, blah. That's everybody's information. You don't know what's true anymore.
But walk me through that. Why do you think that? Why don't you think they want us to believe specific things? Because specific things are driven down our throat.
They want us to believe specific things, but they know that they don't got us anymore. Yeah. They don't got us anymore to believe specific
at least
things.
If you could make
so
it
now you don't know
yeah.
what to believe. Yeah. So then that's almost the same thing as believing something specific. If you don't believe nothing, how do you believe anything? You know.
Well, facts do exist, right? We can all agree that facts do exist. Things do happen definitively. It can be defined with logic.
But I mean, who proves the facts are true?
Well, I think you got to go to the independents. That's the only place you get any real fucking factual shit now, the independents. You don't get any factual shit that's on any sort of grand scheme, government-run national level.
That takes way too much thinking on my part, guys. Way too much fucking thinking.
I know, got a little deep there. Frankie went down the rabbit hole.
Yeah, I was just saying, oh, wow. That unfortunately, I don't have an opinion on that one. That's just taking my mind where I really don't want to go anymore.
Yeah, I know.
You know,
Jesus.
when you're younger, you guys can do that. When I'm older, nah, man, I can think about it seriously. We're taking a shit. All right. All right.
We should be talking about what the Frank Catania fans want to hear about. Obviously, when will you know if you're coming back? Obviously, it's such a successful
franchise
reality show franchise, right? It's coming back. It's just the question.
We don't know. I mean, listen, my opinion.
How many of them? How many housewives are there?
So I got to be honest with you. There's some that have come. There's some that have gone. And you got to remember when the Housewives first came out, all right. And I believe it was New York, then Orange County, then Jersey, something like that. Bro, there was no Netflix. There was no Prime Video. There was no other streaming, and it was only maybe 4 franchises. Now you go up. Now you got franchises come go in Dubai, Australia, you name it, everywhere, and now you have all the other streaming. It's not what it used to be. It's not what it used to be. But we got BravoCon is coming up in November out in Las Vegas. I do believe, in my own mind, that somewhere out there that an announcement's going to be made as to Jersey, good, bad, and different, as to when we're coming back. All right. In my own opinion, again, it's not based upon anything. We've always filmed during the summer. All right. We've always filmed during the summer, because it always, highlighted the Jersey Shore.
Yeah.
I do believe that they're going to try to have us film during the winter this year.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, I do. All right. And
a lot of ice skating.
Right. But I got to be honest with you, guys. Basically, you watch the other franchises, they're taking private planes. Miami's taking private planes to Spain, to you name it. All right. We're basically driving in our own fucking vehicles down to the Jersey Shore, to our own houses down the Jersey Shore. Right. All right.
They figure like they got like a value.
Expand the budget a little bit.
Expand the budget. We get gypped.
Yeah.
We definitely get gypped. But we film down here, and what's nice about it is you do like filming down here because, guys, I don't know if you feel the same way. I like showing off Jersey, man. I like showing off the Jersey Shore. All right. And listen, we grew up with it. It's to us, I think it's special. All right.
Why do you think Jersey gets a bad rap, kind of worldwide, nationwide at least?
Bro, I seen some. Listen, I seen some that it's changing tide. Bro, more people moving in Jersey than moving out of Jersey. Someone said.
Well, that's because you're coming from New York.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Exactly.
They're moving 12 miles,
right? But listen, Jersey's always. Jersey, New York, the East Coast. It started back in the day with the Guidos, and then everybody thinks no matter where you go, they talk mafia. It's truly. We used to drive back and forth to Florida every year. We'd bring our boat down to Florida. All right, so we go down and we broke down in North Carolina. So we're there one day. So we get there. The guy fixes the wheel on a trailer and everything else. All right, it says to us, I said, "How much, bro?" Nothing. I said, "Excuse me?"
Yeah, it's a different way of life.
He goes, nothing. You guys are from New Jersey, and I've seen The Sopranos.
Get out of here.
That's truly what other people. It's so not like that, but that's what people think.
I do think since moving here, we move at a fast pace here.
Yes, we do.
And if you can't keep up, you get run the fuck over.
Yes.
So you're forced to keep up.
Yes.
And that comes with a lot of fucking horn honking, a lot of fucking middle fingers, and a lot of. So we probably do come across as crass and rude rather, and I can see with that, but it's just here's normal. It's just normal. You know what I mean? It's just a normal way of life, and you go, I go back home to Maine, literally. As soon as I get over the Maine border, people are waving. People are just, and I bring people back with me. They're like, "Do you know them?" I was like, "I don't know who they are." It's just a different way of life down here. I don't think that people are inherently like bad people or mean or whatever. It's just very busy. We're in a little tiny state and we're very condensed.
Yes.
And you got to fight to get air. You know what I mean?
Hustle and bustle.
But it is, guys. It's even worse. And we were talking about this earlier. As you go more north in Jersey, all right, down here, guys, I love it down here. It's just a step slower. People are a little bit nicer, you know. And that's because you guys don't consider me to be a Benny anymore. But when I was a Benny, the guys weren't nice to me. All right. Believe me, I went through that whole time.
It's really only the summertime that we get a little protective already.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Because not you, because you are one of us now. But we get so fucking invaded,
dude.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And it's like, fucking, we're here in the wintertime, motherfucker.
You know
this
it.
is my parking spot.
That's it.
You know what I mean?
Dude, I've been down here. I'm not ashamed to say I've been here 32 years now. I've had a place down here. And honestly, I've been here even longer when my parents had a house down here. My father had a house down here, you know, but it has changed. Everybody, like on my block over there, which used to be a handful of people, were year round. Guys, I think I'm the only one who's not year round anymore.
I noticed that when I picked you up.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Cars and I was like, shit, everybody's here year round.
Everybody's here now.
Crazy,
Yep. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you, man?
Well, a lot of those houses back in the day, before Hurricane Sandy especially, a lot of those were bungalows or ranches. Now they're all 3-story mansions now. You know,
because the land is so expensive, you have to build a big house to make it worth it.
Yeah,
you know. And it's still, listen, the prices that the Jersey Shore pulls right now are still crazy. Are still crazy. You know, I get people, a realtor calling probably every 2 weeks for the house. But the problem is, if I sell it, great, I'm getting a great price for my house. Where am I going to go?
Yeah, it's a lateral move.
Yeah, exactly. You know,
Exactly.
You know,
exactly.
I'm situated where I'm at. I like where I'm at.
Unless you're leaving this area, like Frankie said, it's a lateral move.
Yeah.
That's it.
You're spending
100%.
Whatever you made in profit, you're putting all of that into the next house because it's that much more expensive.
100%. You know, listen, I love Jersey, although, and you know, I did put my house for sale up north, and I do want to go to Florida, but I do want to split it between here.
You'll keep the house by me?
100%. 100%. I'll never give it. It's the only place now that all the kids are older, it's the only place we end up all together. All right. On the weekends, everybody comes down. You know, I love it for that reason, you know? So, but no, I just can't, guys. I can't stand the cold weather anymore.
So spend winter down there, summer up here.
That's what I'm looking to do. I would love to do it. You know, we'll see how it works with work. Hopefully it can. We'll see. We'll see what happens. You
want it bad enough, you can make it work, right?
You know it, bro. There's always a place, you know, always a place. But you go down to Florida, guys, you're down there for 2-3 days. The aches and pains go away. You wake up, you're looking at palm trees. Come on.
So we had Scotty Kramer on. He was BMX rider.
Yeah.
I think he tied Dave Mirra for most medals in the X Games. Kid that grew up very meager from Jackson. Everybody likes him. Everybody likes Scotty. And he went on to be this fucking X Games like guru, like fucking and he had a horrible accident filming. He was in Vegas and he was filming Vans sneakers commercial for them. He was, you know, big sponsor, and he crashed and had a major head trauma.
Did he really?
He actually removed part of his skull. And anyway, he moved to Florida because of the cold up here caused him so much aches and pains. He moved to Florida because he just needed to be around warm weather to help him with all that pain. You know what I mean? So he's doing great now, by the way. Scotty's doing amazing.
Yeah. Oh, that's good to hear.
Yeah,
that is very good to hear. But no, listen, obviously not to that extent, but 100%. You know, last year it just goes through your bones. It does, and we beat on both of us have beat on our bodies for so many years. You know, it starts taking its toll now. So, yes, I do want to relax in a nice warm weather.
It's fun being the young guy, right? Being the cool kid. It hucks his body off a fucking 100-foot cliff or fucking rides a 12-mile wheelie and, you know, fucking flips it over and, you know wipes out in front. It's fun, but you pay for it when you get older, man.
Damn right.
I'm definitely paying for it. All the crazy shit I did when I was younger.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know that I would, you know, kind of take the mindset of Ronnie Coleman. Not that I'm on his level, but he's like, I don't regret anything. I just regret that I didn't squat 800 pounds 5 times instead of 3 times.
Right. Maniac.
So.
Yes, that's for sure. That's for sure. It's listen, guys, regrets are not good. I don't regret anything.
No,
I don't. I don't.
Makes you everything. Yeah, exactly. Makes you who you are.
Listen, we all make mistakes. We all make. It's the people who make mistakes that try to hide it. That's the way I look at it.
Don't live in the past.
You know,
live for the future.
Exactly. I did this. I did that. Listen, if you don't like me for it, I understand 100%. I lost friends. Listen,
I'm a little different mindset now. I'm like, fuck you.
Exactly, man. That's it. You know, I just need to smoke more weed. You know, that's what I need to do. and relax. But the problem is I'm afraid. Ever since I get zonked, all right, I'm afraid now. I'm afraid.
Really?
I'm always afraid. Yeah. I'm always afraid. I take like one token. I'm like, oh, if I take another, am I going to go over? I get afraid now. So, but they do say, all right, smoking, and correct me if I'm wrong, get you to a point, but eventually you're going to hit a plateau. All right, because your receptors when you're smoking, as opposed to the gummies and our edibles, you'll just continue to go and go and go and go. You know, that's what they say.
Look at it, Frank.
Well,
I have no idea.
When you eat it, your body metabolizes the THC and it becomes a different drug.
Oh, does it really?
Yeah,
you're right.
It becomes a different drug. I don't know the exact word for it, but it becomes a different drug. That's why it's more of a body high and stuff like that instead of a head high. Yeah.
Dude, it was, you know, it's just a bad experience, you know. I mean, Brittany, every once in a while, Brittany will take one, about 5 milligram. During the middle of the night, you see her head pop off the pillow. Did you hear that? So, we got squirrels in the attic. I said, there ain't no squirrels in the attic. Yes, there is. I said, fuck, here we go. This is going to be a long night. I'm like, seriously. Yep. So yeah, we're definitely not you're the hardcore marijuana users. All right? We're pussies. I'd rather just sell it.
Yeah, hey, the 5 milligrams did the trick though.
All right, dude, 100 milligrams. Right? God bless you. God bless you, man.
Yeah, I got a high tolerance.
All right. So
how long you been? We talked about this last time you were here, but how long have you been into the dispensary business?
We're going on 2 years. My two oldest ones are going on 2 years. So, and then the most recent is probably about a year. And we have a lab. We have a very large lab. In fact, the largest in New Jersey. That's we just passed a year in that as well.
Okay.
So the retail is
what I know this is probably a stupid question, but I'm legitimately don't know. What do you need the lab for?
A lab is what's saying. Just to let you know, we call it manufacturing in Jersey.
No, you need a lab to make it legal.
No, what happens is a lab is everything but bud. All right. So you take the bud. When you take the plant, you take the bud from it, and that's what you can sell it as bud. All right. But then you still have, all right, you have the small bud, which is popcorn. You have the stems, the stalks, the leaves. All right. We take all that. We extract all the THC out of it. So now you have a plant that has not, and that's where you make the gummies. That's where you make the brownies. That's where you make the vapes. You name it. All right. You know, one of the main things, there's a lot of other things, like we were saying before with the dabbing, the rosin and the resin.
Yeah.
There's so many things. And one good thing about it, listen, everybody can go and get high and feel good. The pharmaceutical, all right, aspects of marijuana THC, which I never knew about, are incredible. And it's a shame because I know the pharmaceutical companies are totally against it.
Oh yeah,
and they're going to keep you down.
Well, that's why I'm sure it's not legally federal.
Yeah,
you know,
one of the main reasons exactly. But listen, I'm sure you heard it. The Simpson oil. All right, Simpson oil, man. I've known people with stage 4 cancer.
Yes.
All right.
I actually researched this a little bit a while back. Yeah.
Pain, and who knows, what the reasons were, but some of these people have gotten incredible results. Yeah.
The man's last name was Simpson that came up with that thing, right?
Exactly right.
I did research that a while ago. Got to be friendly with an 18-year-old girl who was suffering some pretty chronic pain, and we were going back and forth talking about that with her mother. Unfortunately, she passed, but just a beautiful, beautiful soul. But
yes,
the first time I ever heard it was through her. Yep.
It's a lot of things. It's a shame because it's an uphill battle. Yeah. It's an uphill battle to get to that part of it.
Yeah, I wonder if it ever will federally. Because the lobbyists, it's the alcohol lobby, the tobacco lobby. They're all trying to they don't want marijuana being legal.
I don't ever foresee it, guys, because what we do is, and on a state level, we're able to write it off, all right, as a regular business, okay? But on a federal level, we got what's called the 280E tax, all right? And guys, what business? You can't write off rent. You can't write off employees. So if you basically, all you can write off is cost of goods. So you sell $1 million worth of product, and that product costs you $400,000, all right? So now you got $600,000 you show that you made. Right? Guys, you can't write anything off on that. Wow. On the state level, you can write off, rent, taxes. Employees. You can't write any of that off.
Wow.
So you're paying taxes on ridiculous amounts. So the state is collecting these huge taxes. I mean, the feds. Why would they ever change it? Why would they change it? You know. Exactly right. No.
Always follow the money in any scenario. Always
Yes,
follow the
sir.
money.
For sure. For sure. Yep. Well, for sure, guys. It's always a pleasure with you
Yes,
guys.
sir.
Yeah.
Frank, you got anything coming up you want to plug? You want to tell people where they can find you on
Honestly,
the
man,
socials? Or
Tell them where your stores are at.
Oh, yeah. All right. Yes, we got the dispensaries. I mean, can't get much easier than that. All right. We got the dispensary of Union. All right. We got the dispensary of Somerset. And we also have our own brand, which is called Blue Collar Cannabis.
I like
all
that.
right.
Very cool.
Blue Collar Cannabis. Shortly, we're coming out with Soccer Mom. All right. It's two things. So, yes, that's basically it. You know,
Jersey's filled with blue collars and soccer moms. That's for sure.
bro.
You know?
And you got to see under our Blue Collar, our brands are one's called What Exit. All right. One's called Pork Roll. All right. It's all Jersey. You know, the things that you know.
Very
all
cool.
right.
Very
So
cool.
it's
I'll get one
yes.
called Gravy or Sauce.
Yeah, right. Exactly. I should. I think
Yeah.
about that. Exactly right. So, and it's good because
Maybe
people,
one called the
you know,
Belmont Tavern.
we got throw them in there. Yes, because people come in the store and they don't know what to pick, especially newcomers. They don't know what to pick, but if they see something that just catches their eye,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, something
That's what most people do,
Exactly
I
right.
think,
You know, but most people listen. It's a price driven industry. People are concerned about price, then they're concerned about THC levels. That's basically the way it is. So yeah, for sure. We'll see. It's an interesting field. You know.
All right, my man. Thank
Frank,
you.
always a pleasure,
for
brother.
coming on.
Guys, it was my pleasure, man. Honestly,
Hopefully,
I always-
everybody gets to see him back another season of Housewives of New Jersey.
Yeah.
we would enjoy it. We would enjoy it. We would enjoy it. I have fun. And I always try to keep it light. You know, I always try to keep it light. The one good thing about the Real House, it keeps my cameos going. It keeps the cameos going for sure.
And hey, good luck with this comedy stuff. Hey,
You like that, man?
Would you ever do anything around here? Have you?
Yeah, oh yeah, bro. We do it every.
Let us know,
Absolutely.
please. Please,
Listen,
I'd love to come out.
I'm friendly with Uncle Vinny's in Point Pleasant.
Are you serious?
I'm pretty friendly with that guy. Yeah,
Dude,
I'm sure he'd love to have you.
Oh, me and Joe. Honestly, when you normally
He's from
have
Belleville, that guy.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Guys, yes. Next time I'm going to be anywhere in the area. We were up in Red Bank the one time. What is that? The Count Basie Theater.
Count Basie,
right?
yeah.
We were at the Count Basie. We're there. Yes. Next time we do it, you let me know. I'll put tickets aside for you.
please. That'd be great.
Good
You
stuff,
can sit in the front row there.
Maybe
Right?
Frankie can open for you. You know,
I love. Come on, man. Exactly.
he's pretty good
We
at
got
it.
a special guest tonight. All right, right from Jersey.
Absolutely.
Jersey grown. For sure. That's for sure.
All right, let's
boys.
let's grab a pick.
Let's
We're
go.
out. Champ
Go.
and Tramp out.
Later.
You got it, man. Thank you, guys.
What's up, guys? Make sure you follow us on your favorite podcast platforms. You can find the links in the description below. And if you've enjoyed this episode, hit that like button and share it with a friend. Your support keeps us growing.